Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. The subconscious mind is one of the most powerful and often overlooked aspects of our lives. It is the part of our mind that operates beneath our conscious awareness, controlling much of our behavior, emotions, and decision making without us even realizing it. According to Dr. Joe Dispenza, our subconscious mind holds the key to unlocking profound transformation and breaking free from negative loops that limit our potential. The subconscious mind stores all the experiences, memories, and beliefs we've accumulated throughout our lives, especially those from childhood. These experiences are like files stored in a vast library, each one holding a lesson, an emotion, or a belief that influences how we respond to the world. When we face challenges or triggers in our daily lives, the subconscious mind automatically pulls from these stored experiences and influences our reactions, often without our conscious awareness. This can be both a blessing and a curse, depending on what's stored in our subconscious. For many people, the subconscious is filled with negative beliefs, fears, and unresolved emotional wounds. These are often the result of past trauma, societal conditioning, or negative experiences that were internalized over time. For instance, if a child grows up in an environment where they were repeatedly told they were not good enough or incapable, those beliefs may become deeply ingrained in their subconscious mind. As an adult, they may find themselves self sabotaging or doubting their abilities, even though they are unaware that their actions are being driven by those subconscious beliefs formed long ago. This is where the concept of negative loops comes into play. Negative loops are automatic patterns of thought, emotion, and behavior that we repeatedly engage in without even realizing it. These loops often stem from past experiences and reinforce a mindset that limits our potential. When we repeatedly think negative thoughts about ourselves or the world around us, we create a feedback loop that strengthens those beliefs, making them feel more real and entrenched in our minds. The subconscious mind also plays a significant role in shaping our physical health. Studies in neuroscience and epigenetics have shown that our thoughts and emotions can directly affect our biology. The body's stress response, for example, is often triggered by subconscious thoughts, causing the release of stress hormones like cortisol. Chronic stress stemming from subconscious beliefs of fear or inadequacy can lead to a variety of physical ailments, such as headaches, digestive issues, and even heart disease. So, how can we break free from these negative patterns and reprogram the subconscious mind? According to Dr. Joe Dispenza, the first step is becoming aware of the subconscious programming that is influencing our lives. Most people go through life unaware of the subconscious beliefs and patterns that govern their actions. They may wonder why they feel stuck or why they keep repeating the same mistakes, not realizing that their subconscious mind is driving their behavior. Once we become aware of these patterns, we can begin to change them. Dr. Dispenza teaches that the key to reprogramming the subconscious mind lies in conscious effort, meditation, and focused intention. Meditation, in particular, is a powerful tool for accessing the subconscious. When we meditate, we quiet the chatter of the conscious mind and allow ourselves to enter a state of deep relaxation. In this state, the brain moves from beta waves, the state of active thought and problem solving, to alpha and theta waves, states of deep relaxation and receptivity. These brainwave states are highly conducive to rewiring the subconscious mind. In meditation, we can intentionally focus on the emotions, thoughts, and beliefs we want to cultivate. Dr. Dispenza suggests visualizing ourselves in a new reality where we have already overcome the negative beliefs and fears that have held us back. By repeatedly visualizing this new reality, we begin to create new neural pathways in the brain over time, the subconscious mind starts to adopt these new thoughts and behaviors as part of its programming, and the negative loops begin to lose their grip. Another powerful technique for reprogramming the subconscious is the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness involves becoming fully present in the moment without judgment or attachment to the past. When we practice mindfulness, we become more aware of our thoughts and emotions in real time, which gives us the ability to choose how we respond. By practicing mindfulness, we can interrupt negative loops before they take hold and consciously replace them with more empowering thoughts. Breaking free from the negative loops of the subconscious mind is not an overnight process. It requires consistent effort, patience, and self compassion. However, as we work to reprogram our subconscious beliefs, we begin to notice shifts in our lives. We start to feel more confident, more in control of our emotions, and more aligned with the person we truly want to become. We break free from the past and step into a future of limitless possibility. The subconscious mind is one of the most powerful and influential aspects of our existence. It governs much of our daily behavior, shapes our perceptions, and affects our physical health without us being consciously aware of it. Dr. Joe Dispenza, a renowned neuroscientist and researcher, has spent years studying the role of the subconscious mind in personal transformation and healing. According to Dispenza, understanding and reprogramming the subconscious mind can unlock profound changes in our lives, from overcoming limiting beliefs to achieving self healing. At its core, the subconscious mind is a vast repository of all our experiences, memories, and beliefs. Everything we have ever experienced from childhood to adulthood is stored in this part of our mind. These experiences are not just factual recollections, but are intertwined with emotions and beliefs that we form about ourselves, others, and the world around us. Now, storytelling these things is not new. For example, if we grew up in an environment where we were criticized or made to feel unworthy, those negative experiences become deeply embedded in the subconscious. Over time, these beliefs can shape our behavior, affecting our confidence, relationships, and overall sense of self-worth. The subconscious mind operates in the background, automatically controlling a significant portion of our thoughts, emotions, and actions. It runs much of our habitual behavior without us having to consciously think about it. This automatic functioning can be a blessing as it allows us to carry out daily tasks without much effort. However, it can also be a curse when negative patterns or limiting beliefs become ingrained in our subconscious programming. For instance, someone who has internalized the belief that they are not good enough may find themselves continually sabotaging their efforts, even when they consciously desire success. This disconnect between conscious desires and subconscious programming is often the reason why we feel stuck in negative loops. Dispenza teaches that these negative loops are often rooted in past emotional wounds, trauma, or unresolved fears. When we repeatedly experience stressful or painful situations, our subconscious mind begins to store those experiences, attaching emotional significance to them. For example, if someone experienced abandonment as a child, their subconscious mind might create a belief that they are unworthy of love, or that they will always be abandoned. As an adult, they may unconsciously push people away or avoid intimate relationships, even if they consciously desire connection. These negative patterns are reinforced over time, creating a cycle of self-limiting beliefs and behaviors that prevent personal growth. The subconscious mind also plays a major role in our physical health. Dr. Dispenza explains that the body and mind are inextricably connected, and our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs can directly influence our biological functioning. When we experience stress, anxiety, or fear, our bodies release stress hormones like cortisol, which can negatively impact our immune system, digestion, and overall health. Chronic negative thinking and unresolved emotional patterns can lead to physical ailments such as headaches, fatigue, digestive problems, and even chronic conditions like heart disease. This mind-body connection is key to understanding how the subconscious mind affects not only our mental well-being, but also our physical health. The good news is that the subconscious mind is not set in stone. Dr. Dispenza emphasizes that the brain is capable of neuroplasticity, meaning that it can change and rewire itself throughout our lives. This means that we have the ability to change our subconscious programming by consciously altering our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. The process of reprogramming the subconscious mind requires effort, awareness, and a willingness to embrace new ways of thinking and being. One of the most powerful tools for reprogramming the subconscious mind is meditation. Dr. Dispenza has extensively studied the impact of meditation on the brain and body. Meditation allows us to enter a state of deep relaxation where the conscious mind quiets down and we can access the subconscious more easily. In this state, the brain produces alpha and theta brainwaves, which are associated with heightened receptivity and deep healing. During meditation, we can focus our attention on creating new positive beliefs, visualizing our desired outcomes, and reprogramming the neural pathways that govern our behavior. Visualization is another technique that Dr. Dispenza advocates for reprogramming the subconscious mind. By mentally rehearsing positive outcomes such as success, health, or happiness, we create new neural pathways in the brain that support these new beliefs. The more vividly we can imagine our desired future, the more likely it is that our subconscious mind will begin to align with this vision, leading us to take actions that support our goals. Mindfulness is yet another method to break free from the negative patterns of the subconscious. Mindfulness involves becoming fully present in the moment, observing our thoughts, emotions, and reactions without judgment. When we practice mindfulness, we become aware of the subconscious beliefs and patterns that drive our actions. This awareness allows us to interrupt negative loops and consciously choose new, more empowering thoughts. By practicing mindfulness regularly, we can shift our attention away from the past and future and focus on creating a positive present moment. Reprogramming the subconscious mind is not a quick fix, but it is a transformative process that requires time, patience, and consistent effort. The key to success is to remain committed to the process, trust in our ability to change, and stay open to the possibilities of what we can achieve. As we continue to rewire our subconscious minds, we begin to experience shifts in our behavior, emotions, and physical health. We break free from old limiting beliefs and open ourselves to a new reality where we are empowered to create the life we desire. In conclusion, the subconscious mind holds immense power over our lives. It influences our thoughts, emotions, behaviors, and even our health. By understanding the role of the subconscious and actively working to reprogram it, we can break free from the negative loops that hold us back and create a new, more empowered reality. Through tools like meditation, visualization, and mindfulness, we can harness the power of the subconscious mind to achieve personal growth, healing, and transformation. The key is to recognize that we have the ability to change our minds, and in doing so, we can change our lives. Meditation and mindfulness are two of the most transformative practices that individuals can adopt to improve their mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Both are rooted in the idea of bringing awareness to the present moment and cultivating a state of deep focus. But they offer unique benefits and can be powerful tools for personal transformation. Dr. Joe Dispenza emphasizes the profound impact of meditation and mindfulness in the process of rewiring the brain, breaking free from negative thought patterns, and healing the body. Meditation, in essence, is a practice that helps individuals quiet the constant chatter of the mind, enabling them to access deeper states of consciousness. Dr. Dispenza has long been an advocate of using meditation to create positive change in our lives, particularly as a means of reprogramming the subconscious mind. The brain, according to Dispenza, operates in different states of electrical activity, or brainwaves, depending on the level of focus and relaxation we experience. When we are wide awake and actively engaged in thought or problem solving, our brains are operating in beta waves. However, during deep relaxation or meditation, the brain enters alpha and theta states, which are associated with heightened receptivity, creativity, and healing. In these states, we are more open to new information and can access deeper parts of the subconscious mind. This is crucial for anyone seeking to break free from negative loops and limiting beliefs. Meditation allows us to bypass the conscious, analytical mind, which is often filled with distractions, judgments, and fears, and connect with the subconscious, where deep-seated beliefs and patterns reside. By quieting the mind and focusing on specific intentions, whether it is healing, emotional release, or self-improvement, we can begin to reprogram these subconscious beliefs and foster a sense of inner peace and well-being. One of the most important aspects of meditation, according to Dr. Dispenza, is the ability to create new neural connections in the brain. This process is known as neuroplasticity, which refers to the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural pathways. When we meditate, we focus on thoughts or visualizations that align with our desired reality. The more consistently we practice meditation, the more we strengthen these new neural connections, which gradually begin to replace old, outdated patterns of thinking. For example, if someone has struggled with self-doubt for years, regular meditation focused on positive affirmations or visualizing success can help create new neural pathways that support feelings of self-worth and confidence. Another powerful aspect of meditation is its ability to reduce stress. Dr. Dispenza highlights that stress is one of the leading factors that contribute to negative emotional states and physical health problems. When we are under stress, our bodies release cortisol and other stress hormones that can disrupt our immune system and lead to chronic health issues. Meditation, particularly mindfulness meditation, has been shown to lower cortisol levels, induce relaxation, and promote healing. By practicing meditation regularly, individuals can significantly reduce the physiological effects of stress and cultivate a state of balance and calm in both the mind and body. Mindfulness, on the other hand, is the practice of being fully present and engaged in the current moment without judgment. It involves bringing awareness to our thoughts, emotions, and sensations as they arise and accepting them without trying to change or control them. Unlike meditation, which often involves setting aside dedicated time to sit quietly and focus, mindfulness can be practiced throughout the day, no matter where we are or what we are doing. It can be as simple as paying attention to your breath while walking, eating, or having a conversation. The role of mindfulness in personal transformation is profound. By practicing mindfulness, we become more aware of the automatic thoughts, emotions, and behaviors that drive our actions. Many of these reactions are subconscious, ingrained in us by past experiences, fears, and conditioned responses. For example, when faced with a challenging situation, our subconscious may automatically trigger feelings of anxiety, anger, or fear based on past experiences. Mindfulness allows us to observe these emotions without judgment and without immediately reacting to them. This creates space between stimulus and response, enabling us to choose how we want to respond, rather than being controlled by automatic reactions. One of the most transformative aspects of mindfulness is its ability to break the cycle of negative thought patterns. Often we get caught in a loop of negative thinking where one negative thought leads to another, creating a cascade of self-criticism, worry, or fear. By practicing mindfulness, we can become more aware of these thoughts as they arise and choose not to identify with them. This helps to create a sense of detachment from our thoughts and emotions, which allows us to respond with greater clarity and calmness. In turn, this reduces the power of negative loops and helps us break free from destructive patterns of thinking. In addition to its mental benefits, mindfulness has been shown to have numerous positive effects on physical health. Studies have demonstrated that mindfulness practices can lower blood pressure, reduce chronic pain, improve sleep, and enhance immune function. The focus on present moment awareness helps reduce the stress response in the body, which has a direct impact on overall health. By incorporating mindfulness into our daily lives, we can cultivate a healthier, more balanced life. Both meditation and mindfulness are essential tools for anyone seeking to improve their emotional well-being and achieve lasting transformation. Dr. Dispenza emphasizes that the more we practice these techniques, the more we can reprogram our subconscious mind and release limiting beliefs. Through meditation, we access deeper levels of consciousness where healing and transformation can occur. Through mindfulness, we become more aware of our thoughts and behaviors, giving us the power to choose how we respond to life's challenges. Together, these practices create a powerful synergy that allows us to break free from negative patterns, cultivate a positive mindset, and create a new, empowered reality. Emotions play a central role in shaping our perception of reality and influencing the outcomes we experience in our lives. They are not just fleeting reactions to external events. Rather, emotions are deeply embedded in the fabric of our being, affecting our thoughts, behaviors, and even our physical health. Dr. Joe Dispenza has spent years researching the mind-body connection and how our emotional states influence the way we experience life. According to Dr. Dispenza, our emotions are powerful forces that can either empower us or hold us back, depending on how we relate to them and the patterns we create through them. At their core, emotions are the body's response to our thoughts and beliefs. Every thought we have triggers a corresponding emotional reaction. When we think about something that excites us or makes us feel positive, we experience emotions like joy, love, or enthusiasm. Conversely, when we think about something that causes fear, sadness, or anger, we experience negative emotions. These emotions are not just psychological responses, they have a physiological impact on the body. For example, when we feel anxious or stressed, our body releases stress hormones like cortisol, which can lead to physical tension, digestive problems, and a weakened immune system. On the other hand, positive emotions like gratitude, love, and joy can promote relaxation, reduce stress, and enhance overall well-being. Dr. Dispenza emphasizes that emotions are a form of energy, and that energy can be either coherent or incoherent, depending on the emotional state we are in. Coherent emotions, such as love, gratitude, and compassion, create a harmonious state in the body, promoting health and well-being. In contrast, incoherent emotions, such as fear, anger, and resentment, create disharmony, which can manifest as physical illness, emotional distress, or negative life experiences. This concept of energy coherence is central to Dr. Dispenza's teachings, as he believes that the emotions we regularly experience shape our physical reality and can either support or hinder our personal growth and transformation. One of the most profound insights from Dr. Dispenza's work is the idea that our emotions are deeply connected to the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind stores not only our memories, but also our emotional experiences. And it is these stored emotions that influence how we react to situations in our lives. If we have unresolved emotional wounds or trauma from the past, these emotions can continue to influence our present reality, often without us even realizing it. For example, someone who has experienced betrayal in the past may harbor feelings of distrust and fear in their relationships, even if they are in a healthy relationship in the present. These unresolved emotions can create patterns of behavior that reinforce the belief that they cannot trust others, leading them to sabotage relationships or isolate themselves. This is where the impact of emotions on our reality becomes especially significant. When we carry unresolved emotional baggage, it colors the way we see the world and can create a self-fulfilling prophecy. If we believe that we are unworthy of love or success, our emotions will reflect that belief, and our actions will align with that emotional state. For example, if we feel unworthy, we may unconsciously sabotage opportunities for success, avoid taking risks, or settle for less than we deserve in relationships. This creates a feedback loop where our emotions dictate our actions, and our actions reinforce the emotional state, perpetuating a cycle of negativity. Dr. Dispenza teaches that in order to break free from these negative emotional loops, we must become aware of our emotional patterns and learn how to consciously shift our emotional state. This is where the power of mindfulness and meditation comes in. Mindfulness involves being present with our emotions without judgment, allowing us to observe them without being controlled by them. Through mindfulness, we can begin to recognize when we are falling into negative emotional patterns and consciously choose to shift our focus toward more positive, coherent emotions. Meditation, on the other hand, allows us to reprogram our emotional responses at a deeper level. During meditation, we can focus on cultivating positive emotions, such as love, gratitude, and compassion, and allow those emotions to become more prevalent in our daily lives. Dr. Dispenza emphasizes the importance of feeling the emotions we want to experience as if they have already occurred. This process of emotional rehearsal helps to create new neural pathways in the brain, making it easier to access those positive emotional states in the future. As we continue to practice this emotional reprogramming, we begin to shift our energetic frequency and create new, more empowering patterns of thought and behavior. The impact of our emotions on our reality extends beyond our immediate emotional state. It also affects the way we interact with the world around us. When we are in a positive emotional state, we tend to attract positive experiences and people into our lives. This is often referred to as the law of attraction, which suggests that like attracts like. When we radiate emotions like gratitude and love, we are more likely to attract people and opportunities that resonate with those same emotions. Conversely, when we are in a negative emotional state, we may attract situations or people that reflect those negative emotions, reinforcing the cycle of negativity. This is why emotional mastery is such an important part of personal transformation. The ability to consciously choose our emotional state, regardless of external circumstances, gives us the power to shape our reality. Instead of being at the mercy of our past emotional experiences or the external world, we can become the creators of our own emotional experience and, by extension, our reality. As Dr. Dispenza often says, when you change your energy, you change your life. In conclusion, emotions have a profound impact on our reality, shaping our thoughts, behaviors, and even our physical health. Whether we are experiencing positive, coherent emotions or negative, incoherent ones, the emotional energy we create directly influences the way we experience life. By becoming aware of our emotional patterns, practicing mindfulness, and using meditation to reprogram our emotional responses, we can break free from negative loops and create a more positive and empowering reality. The key is to understand that our emotions are not just reactions to external events. They are powerful forces that shape our world. And by mastering them, we can transform our lives in ways we never thought possible. Visualization and mental rehearsal are powerful techniques that can significantly enhance our ability to achieve our goals, improve performance, and bring about positive change in our lives. Dr. Joe Dispenza, a prominent neuroscientist and teacher, has extensively researched the connection between the mind and body, particularly how our thoughts and mental images can influence our physical reality. According to Dr. Dispenza, the power of visualization and mental rehearsal is grounded in the science of neuroplasticity, which demonstrates that the brain can rewire itself based on our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. By consistently visualizing and mentally rehearsing desired outcomes, we can transform our mind and body, creating the reality we wish to experience. At its core, visualization is the process of creating vivid mental images of desired outcomes or experiences. It involves imagining a specific scenario or goal as if it has already happened. These mental images can range from visualizing a successful career, a healthy body, or a harmonious relationship, to mentally rehearsing a specific performance, such as an athletic achievement, public speaking engagement, or creative project. The key to effective visualization lies in the emotional engagement with the imagery. The more we can feel the emotions associated with the desired outcome while visualizing, the more powerful the impact on our brain and body. Dr. Dispenza explains that the brain does not distinguish between a real experience and one vividly imagined. When we visualize, the brain creates neural pathways that correspond to the actions and experiences we imagine. For example, if we repeatedly visualize ourselves succeeding at a particular task, our brain strengthens the neural networks. Over time, this makes it easier for us to take the necessary actions in the real world to bring our vision to fruition. Essentially, the brain begins to rehearse the desired outcome, which primes the body and mind for the actual experience. Mental rehearsal, a technique closely related to visualization, involves mentally practicing a specific action or skill before performing it in real life. This is commonly used by athletes, musicians, and performers to enhance their skills and improve performance. In mental rehearsal, we not only visualize the outcome, but also mentally simulate the process of achieving it. For instance, an athlete might mentally rehearse every aspect of a race, from the starting line to the finish line, imagining the sensations, movements, and emotions involved. This type of mental practice helps to build muscle memory, sharpen focus, and increase confidence as the brain becomes accustomed to the task and the desired outcome. The Dispenza's research highlights that mental rehearsal and visualization can lead to measurable changes in the brain. Studies have shown that when individuals engage in visualization or mental rehearsal, there is an increase in brain activity in areas associated with motor skills, performance, and emotional regulation. This suggests that the brain treats visualization and rehearsal in much the same way as actual practice. The more we visualize and mentally rehearse, the more our brain strengthens the neural circuits necessary to achieve the goal. As a result, when it comes time to take real-world action, we are more prepared, confident, and capable of performing at our best. Visualization and mental rehearsal also work in conjunction with the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is a powerful force that influences our thoughts, behaviors, and perceptions, often without our conscious awareness. Many of our beliefs and emotional patterns are stored in the subconscious, which can either support or hinder our success. For example, if someone has a deep-seated belief that they are not capable of succeeding, this belief can manifest in self-sabotaging behaviors or feelings of inadequacy. However, when we practice visualization and mental rehearsal, we are essentially reprogramming the subconscious mind by creating new, empowering beliefs and mental images. By regularly visualizing positive outcomes, we begin to replace negative, limiting beliefs with new, constructive ones. This shift in mindset helps to align our conscious desires with our subconscious programming, allowing us to take more confident and inspired actions. The key is to consistently engage in visualization and mental rehearsal with an open heart and mind, allowing the positive emotions associated with the desired outcome to permeate the experience. Over time, this reprogramming of the subconscious mind leads to lasting change and transformation. The benefits of visualization and mental rehearsal extend beyond personal success and achievement. These techniques can also be applied to physical health and healing. Dr. Dispenza's work has shown that the mind has the power to influence the body at a cellular level. When we visualize ourselves as healthy and vibrant, or mentally rehearse our body healing from an illness or injury, we can trigger the body's self-healing mechanisms. This is supported by the mind-body connection, where our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs can directly impact our physiological state. By visualizing health, we encourage the body to align with this vision, fostering an environment for healing and wellness. One of the key principles of effective visualization and mental rehearsal is the power of focus. Dr. Dispenza stresses that it is not enough to simply imagine a desired outcome. We must also focus our attention on it with clear intention and unwavering belief. This focused attention creates a strong, energetic signal that communicates to the brain and body what we want to manifest. In this, or if you've never done this before as a kicker, your mentor, your mind focuses the mind, and we send imagination and focus to any of our gifts. The more we focus on the desired outcome and the emotions associated with it, the stronger the mental and physical response becomes. This focused energy amplifies the manifestation process and accelerates the creation of the desired reality. In addition, the practice of visualization and mental rehearsal can help us overcome obstacles and challenges along the way. When we encounter difficulties or setbacks, our mental rehearsal can remind us of the actions and mindset necessary to overcome them. By mentally rehearsing our success despite challenges, we build resilience and a sense of inner strength that allows us to persist even when faced with adversity. This proactive approach to challenges helps to maintain motivation, build confidence, and keep us focused on our goals. Living in the present moment is a concept that has gained significant attention in both spiritual and psychological circles. It refers to the practice of fully experiencing the present without being distracted by past regrets or future worries. This practice is often referred to as mindfulness or living with awareness, and it is a core principle in many self-development and meditation teachings, including those of Dr. Joe Dispenza, Joan Zilligan, Jimmy Foley, Dan Rather. According to Dr. Dispenza, living in the present moment is not just about being aware of the here and now, but is an essential tool for transforming our lives, healing from the past, and creating a future that aligns with our desires. The present moment is where life truly exists. We often find ourselves caught in a cycle of thinking about past experiences, reliving moments that have already passed, or worrying about things that have yet to happen. This mental habit takes us out of the present moment, leaving us disconnected from the reality that is unfolding right now. The mind tends to be preoccupied with what we think we should have done differently or what we fear might happen in the future. However, when we are focused on the past or the future, we miss the opportunity to fully experience the present, which is the only time we can truly influence. Dr. Joe Dispenza's teachings emphasize that our thoughts and emotions are directly connected to our perception of time. He explains that when we spend too much time dwelling on the past or obsessing about the future, we are operating from a place of survival. The brain, according to Dr. Dispenza, is constantly reacting to the past experiences stored in the subconscious mind, which influences how we interpret the present moment. When we react to life based on old emotional patterns, we are not living authentically in the present, but rather through the lens of past conditioning. This can create a sense of being stuck in negative loops or trapped by past experiences. Living in the present moment, on the other hand, requires us to break free from these patterns and move into a state of conscious awareness. This is where mindfulness comes into play. Mindfulness is the practice of paying full attention to the present moment without judgment. It involves observing our thoughts, emotions, and sensations as they arise, allowing them to pass through us without attachment or resistance. By practicing mindfulness, we become more aware of the present moment and less attached to the stories we tell ourselves about the past or future. This helps to create a sense of clarity and peace, as we are no longer consumed by the mental noise that often dominates our lives. One of the primary benefits of living in the present moment is that it reduces stress and anxiety. When we are focused on the present, we are not worrying about things that may or may not happen in the future. The act of worrying, according to Dr. Dispenza, creates an energetic pattern in the body that reinforces feelings of fear and tension. By focusing on the here and now, we can break the cycle of worry and return to a state of calm and balance. This, in turn, helps to activate the body's relaxation response, reducing the production of stress hormones like cortisol and promoting healing. Living in the present also allows us to cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude. When we are fully present, we become more attuned to the blessings and positive experiences that are already in our lives. Instead of focusing on what is lacking or what we want to change, we begin to appreciate what is already here. By practicing gratitude in the present moment, we can create a positive feedback loop that attracts more of what we are grateful for into our lives. Furthermore, living in the present moment helps us to break free from the limiting beliefs and self-sabotaging behaviors that often hold us back. These patterns are typically rooted in past experiences or fears about the future, but when we are truly present, we have the opportunity to let go of these attachments. Dr. Dispenza often teaches that the past does not define us and that we have the power to create a new future by changing our thoughts and emotional responses in the present. When we are fully present, we can choose to respond to life with greater awareness instead of reacting from old emotional wounds. This creates space for new possibilities and greater personal growth. Living in the present moment also enhances our relationships. When we are fully present with others, we are more attentive and compassionate. We listen without judgment, without thinking about what we are going to say next or how we appear. This creates deeper connections and fosters a sense of understanding and empathy. The quality of our relationships often improves when we learn to be present with others, allowing us to show up authentically and engage more deeply with those around us. In addition to these emotional and psychological benefits, living in the present moment has a profound impact on our physical well-being. Dr. Dispenza's research into the mind-body connection reveals that when we live in a state of chronic stress, which often comes from worrying about the future or ruminating on the past, we increase the production of stress hormones that can negatively affect our immune system, digestion, and overall health. By choosing to live in the present, we activate the body's natural healing mechanisms, reduce inflammation, and promote overall wellness. Being present also helps to regulate our breath, lower blood pressure, and improve sleep quality, all of which contribute to better physical health. It is important to note that living in the present moment is a practice that requires ongoing effort and intention. In a world that is filled with distractions, constant demands, and an overload of information, it is easy to get caught up in the past or future. However, by committing to mindfulness and staying present, we can begin to reclaim our power and take control of our experiences. Joe Dispenza teaches that the present moment is the only time in which we can create change, heal our bodies, and transform our lives. By focusing on the present, we allow ourselves to step into a state of creation where anything is possible. In conclusion, living in the present moment is not just a mental exercise. It is a powerful tool for transforming our lives. By practicing mindfulness, reducing stress, cultivating gratitude, and breaking free from limiting beliefs, we can shift our energy and create a reality that aligns with our desires. The present moment is where our true power lies. And by embracing it fully, we can unlock the potential for deep healing, growth, and fulfillment. Through consistent practice and awareness, we can learn to live more mindfully and create a life that is rich with meaning, connection, and possibility.